Welcome to Griot Works. We're going to get into talking about what we're going to do with the Griots at Work program. Alright, Griot Works is an art-based nonprofit that is based in spoken word being integrated into community life. Griots at Work is going to be our vanguard platform, our vanguard program of getting the artists to do community service, to get the artists integrated into the community, that the artists take the vanguard position in community development through cultural competency training. And the cultural competency component, you're going to hear a lot about that. Basically, the basic definition of that is to prepare people, to prepare ourselves to engage the world from our own cultural worldview. The first phase of what Griots at Work is about is to prepare the artists first. Because if we're going to provide this for the community, we got to be prepared ourselves. So it's about, we're going to learn aspects of cultural competency training to provide these same things through our art. And one thing about cultural competency, many of us are already doing that in our art. What we have the ability to do in like a 3-minute poem is deconstruct certain social conditions. And then we give it back to the people. And we give them insight, we give them understanding, and we connect the dots for them. You know, that's what we're already doing through our art. And what we're going to prepare ourselves to do is how to do that even further. Let's deal with some of these basic things, like engage, educate, and elevate. All right? Now, the aspect of engagement. You know, engaging is to hold the people's attention through art, strategically plan community spectacles. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is, like, again, most of us are performance artists. And the manner in which we perform, some people are not even interested in poetry. You know what I mean? But the manner in which most of us perform is already engaging. We hold the people's attention long enough for us to, you know, get ideas over to them. Now, what we're going to do in the community is the same kind of thing. You got to think about, like, how, if you were at Broad and Lehigh, you know, what would we do to get the people's attention? So the first aspect of what we always want to figure out what we want to do is how to create a spectacle. You know what I mean? Not just like, you know, look at them crazy niggas over there, but create a spectacle that gets the people's attention. And that's engaging the community through art. You know, so we're going to come up with different ways strategically to like engage the people. Create skits on the subway. Create different spectacles in the neighborhood. So that's the first thing we want to do. Figure out different ways of engaging the community. Educate, huge one. Now, like I got on paper, education is not indoctrination. You know what I mean? A lot of times it's not about, you know what I mean, indoctrinating people with your personal philosophy. Pedagogy just means the teaching model that you use. All right? Engage pedagogy is that you enter people into dialogue. You know, a lot of times we, like if suppose you're like an at-risk youth, quote unquote, you know, the term that you're an at-risk youth. Most of the times, instructor has already made so many assumptions about you, but haven't really had a dialogue with you. Don't know what you know already. And I'm assuming things about you. So I'm going to deal with you in a manner where I'm just based on assumption, I'm going to teach you something. How can you teach me something you don't know what I already know? And the only way you're going to know what I already know, you have to enter into dialogue with me. You know, one of the things that we're going to do community-wise is going to be like, Shiesty does a poem, right? He explains basically like, you know, yeah, so this poem's about boom, 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 giving him like an overview of it, then he spits the poem. Then you ask the people, like, well, what did you get from that poem? What did you get out of it? Yeah, I like what you were saying about the da-da-da-da thing. Sometimes, man, we do need to da. So that's them telling you something. And then you use what they're telling you to bridge, you know, we're trying to get to a mutual understanding. So the aspect of engaged pedagogy is teacher, student, teacher, student. You have to teach me how to teach you. Our children are aware of structural racism. They feel it. You know what I mean? They know when they're being followed around the store just because they black. You know what I mean? They feel that. But who's giving them what they need to, number one, assess it, address it, understand it, and then here are the tools by which to combat it. And that's cultural competency. To assess what's going on with our people. Because a lot of the stuff that we put in our poems, we're slowing people down long enough to think about more than just what they saw on TV. You know what I mean? It's making them like, yeah, that's real. That's what, when we do those poems, we do those songs, when we're performing for people, you're talking about things that they're not having these conversations. So you're introducing conversations. So now, once those conversations are introduced, you know what I mean, what we're attempting to do is take those conversations a few steps further. And it's not, and then it gets into people's head, like, hey, this is not just entertainment. This is real.
So once I get them excited, or the goal is to get them excited and enthusiastic about learning and ideas and critical thinking and real intelligence, education over indoctrination. That's important to me. Education over indoctrination. How do we go from your mind is open, you're in love with learning, to actually the action serve to get them academically where they need to be?
Right, okay. The things that we're going to do, we're going to be, like I said, we're going to be in the vanguard of actually connecting to the people. And then we want to connect those people to the services that they need. Some of which, you know, we can expand our coffers to actually, to be able to actually provide that. You know what I mean? Other things, it's like, I don't want to reinvent the wheel. Some people have been doing literacy programs for 20 years. I don't want to just have to start one. You know what I'm saying? So we can connect them to that. You know what I mean? But, you know, the more that we do the different things that we're doing, like we're going to, one of our first objectives is to everybody that's doing anything that we can assist, we're going to help their programs so that we can build a database. Because we need to know everybody that's doing anything to help the people in these various cities. And that's the main thing that I promised the people in Baltimore, because after the riots, everybody and their mama is setting up organizations in Baltimore, and they're suspect. Meanwhile, the people who've already had boots on the ground that are doing things in Baltimore, it's like, yo, what about us? Like, we've already been here. So my commitment to them, I told them off the bat, it's like, look, we're coming to assist whatever you already got going. You know, everything's going to be partnership.
I feel like we have like the possibility to be the connectors, because I feel like, you know, a lot of people in the hood, especially, like, people want to talk about voting and affecting like your community that way. People is just coming home. They don't give about voting. Like, until you can get to them on a level where they're like, okay, I trust you, and then you can provide to me the information, then that's when we can make headway in like voting. That's when people talk about, oh, people need to vote. I'm like, do you know that people are struggling to like put food on the table? What do they care about voting? You know, I get what you're saying, but come on now. So that's the first thing. I feel like we can be the connectors. And on the strategic side, I feel like there are certain times, like I live near Chew and Shelton, which is like sort of a big drug transaction block. And I feel like there are certain times where like, so 7 a.m. I come out, there's kids waiting for the bus, right? And there's also people trying to make transactions, there's fiends coming on. I feel like that type of interruption would be great. Like, you know, 5, 6 o'clock when kids start coming home, everybody at that time is on, like it's all on. And I feel like those, if we like stake out the certain times where those intersections happen, that would be a great place, because it's like, okay, now, you know, because the kids, like, before they go to school, and y'all know, before they go to school, they see like so much. And so by the time they go to school, it's like, I mean, what is this stuff? Like, what are these books? Like, we already seeing all this crap. So I think those are definitely two things I feel like I feel really good about this situation about.
Not in the sense that we don't know what to do, but like whatever that solution is, that'll be legit, you know? Because people get jaded, you know what I mean? People are already jaded, you know what I mean? So it's really important to understand that, like our presence, like our consistent presence, not presence, having a quality solution, you know what I mean? Is there something is already in place before we start the dialogue? You know?
But see, here's the thing, solution-wise, you know, like a lot of times, you know, there's a myriad of solutions, and we're providing one of them. You know what I'm saying? Number one is looking at the arts more than just entertainment. I'm telling you, I watched the faces of the people. A healing took place. You know what I mean? You did your part. As artists, our main job is to create real art. That's it. Like, we're done. Once we do the art and people ingest it, they feel it, boom, we're done. All we're saying we're doing is just taking it a step further. We're gonna do the art, then we won't stay with you for a second. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing. That's a solution. You know what I mean? Make sure that the dots connected, because certain people get something from it. We want to make sure that the dots connected. You know what I mean? And ask you, how did you feel about that? What did you get from that? You know what I mean? What do you want to do with that at this point?